In this video, I'm going to show you how to evaluate expressions with multiple variables. So let's take this as an example. We have a plus b, and we'll solve this when a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 7. Right, so since a is equal to 4, this basically means that the value of a is interchangeable with the value of 4, right? So we could just plug in 4 instead of a in this expression. So we have 4, sorry, let me change the colors on this. We have 4 plus, and then 7 is equivalent to b, so we can just interchange these values. So we have 4 plus 7, and then 4 plus 7 is just 11. So this is pretty simple, and we'll look at a few more examples. And now let's take the example 7c plus d when c is equal to 4 and then d is equal to 2. So since c is equal to 4, this means 4 is interchangeable with c, or you can substitute them and it will keep the same value, right? So we can just plug in both these values for their corresponding variable, right? So let's rewrite this down here. So we will have 7, and this was 7 times c, but now it's 7 times 4 since c is equal to 4. And then plus d is 2, so it's just plus 2. And then we can do PEMDAS here. So first you have multiplication, and this will give us 28, and then we are still adding 2. So our answer here is 30. And now we can take this problem. So we'll have n over m when n is equal to 61, and then m is equal to 4. So we could rewrite this and just plug in these values. So here we have, I'll just write it down here, 61 over 4. And when we have a fraction here, all this means is division, right? So we're going to divide this numerator by this denominator. So we can just do this, right? So we will have 61 divided by 4. Let's see here. 4 goes into 6 once, and then we can subtract 4. That will give us 2. Drop down this 1. 4 goes into 21 5 times. And we can add a decimal place here and then add a 0. So we're still going to subtract here. 4 times 5 is 20, so we will subtract that. That gives us 1. Drop down. Let me scroll down a little bit. Drop down this 0. 4 goes into 10 twice. See, that will be 8. That will leave us with a 2, and then we could drop down this other 0 here. That's 20, and then 4 goes into 20 5 times. 5 times, and that leaves us with 0. So our answer here to this problem when n is equal to 61 and m is equal to 4, I'll write this over here, is 15.25. And now let's take this example. So we have, I'll write this in different colors. So we will have 5c minus 3d, and then plus 11. And this is going to be evaluated when c is equal to 7, and let me rewrite this, 7, when c is equal to 7, and then d is equal to 8. So we can plug in our values. C is equal to 7, so we will plug in 7 for c, and then plug in 8 for d. So we will rewrite this. As 5 times 7 minus, or I'll rewrite this in blue, minus 3 times 8, and then plus 11. So here 5 times 7 is 35. And then you can view this as negative 3 times 8, which would be negative 24. Since a negative times a positive is a negative, so this is negative or minus 24. And then plus 11. And now we're just doing 3 addition problems. So we will evaluate this. 35 minus 24. Let's see. That is 11. And I'll just rewrite this in y as well. 11. And then we're adding 11. So this would be 22. We can look at one more example, and here I've already written the expression and the values of the variables. So here the expression is n divided by m, and then all of that added to p squared. And in this example, n is equal to 16, m is equal to 2, and then p is equal to 3. So we're going to go ahead and substitute these values in for the variables, and I'll do that. So we will have 16 divided 16 divided by 2, and then plus 3 squared. Okay, now we have our expression, so let's evaluate this using PEMDAS. So we will start here with exponents first, so we will rewrite all of this as 16 divided by 2, and then plus 9, since 3 squared is the same thing as 3 times 3. And now we will do division here, since fractions just mean division of the numerator by the denominator. So here this will be, and I'll rewrite this all in white, this will be 8 plus 9, and then 8 plus 9 is just 17. So 17 is our answer here, and we are done.